I'm sorry for the lack of uploads and streams lately, as I have been not feeling well for the past 2 weeks. Probably longer, but I am going to start getting back to it. I am recovering slowly but surely, and I almost do feel 100%. But yeah, just the odd few things that are causing me to feel a little less well. I wanted to look at the developer update. I know this came out like about a week ago. However, I want to go through with it just to get some content out there, tell you my thoughts and opinions, and yeah, to just go through it and let me know what you think as well. And let's get into it. Bloodweb improvements. What I think of this first is it's always a good choice to make the game more fun to interact with through making it a quicker way to interact with the Bloodweb, because even nowadays with the cheaper options in the Bloodweb, it can take so long to clear each page, and the fact that they're going to make it an automatic button for if you don't want to spend individually, it makes it a lot more time saving, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable to work with. So yeah, stuff like this, quality of life is always good, and it's always needed, always helpful. The heartbeat, the visual heartbeat, is a nice change, and it will be optional, which is always good. I think I might have it, we'll see. It will make for, you know, a more clearer bit of information to where the killer is. Like, let's say if you aren't having the volume on, which I don't know who wouldn't have the volume on, but you know, this could also be useful for people who are hard of hearing or deaf, which it's going to be amazing for them. Another great quality of life change, but just for normal people as well, it'll be a nice little feature to have enabled. So map updates, Auto Haven, they're going to make a few spaces in between the cars, which this was a big no-no to begin with. Like, on one of the maps, I think it was Gas Haven or Gas Heaven, however you want to say it, there was literally a huge wall of cars, and you could literally not go one way without losing the survivors entirely. It was a big stress. However, it's good that they are going to be making some changes to that, so it's less awkward to get around. Gas Heaven. Gas Heaven features unique car piles which stretch several tiles long. These special tiles can get in the way of gameplay, however making it difficult to traverse the map. Chasing a survivor around these walls of cars can waste a lot of time if they start the chase with a significant lead. Going forward, these car piles will be broken up into smaller chunks. These car piles will also feature potential spawn locations for pallets, helping reduce the potential for dead zones to appear. A very, very good idea. I do like that change, as it's on Gas Heaven. There's two huge large piles of cars that basically break up the entire map, and just getting around them is such a pain. It was such a chore. So yeah, just to see that this is going to be changed, it makes me hopeful that this map is going to be a lot less stressful to play on. Now this is what I have a problem: healing. I feel like healing is the worst thing that they have done in this entire developer update. So apparently now, if you heal yourself with a medkit, it takes 24 seconds, when it used to take 16 seconds. That is awful. I don't understand the point of that. I feel like they should just revert it back to 16 seconds. There's no need. No need for 24 seconds. I don't understand that. Scourge Hook has kind of got a really shit change. So there's 4 tokens, and every time you hook a survivor on the Scourge Hook, I guess a token is removed to the point where when all tokens are gone, the Scourge Hooks can no longer be used. I think that's just an awful change. could have thought of a lot better way to go about that. It has steadily climbed back into being one of the most prominent Survivor perks. Dead Hard already requires some precision to use. It does not. You press one button. It doesn't take fucking Albert Einstein to figure that one out. Therefore, Dead Hard has also received a slight rework. Now you must safely unhook someone. When activated, press the active ability button while injured. And running to gain the endurance status effect for 0.5 seconds. Then become exhausted. Dead Hard will then deactivate. So for the survivor who has actually earned it by going out of their way to save someone off hook, they get to use the perk. And the fact is, the fun thing about the whole situation is a killer can still bait it out, so the survivor won't even get to use their Dead Hard successfully. How's that, survivors? Circle of Healing will no longer allow survivors to heal without a medkit. Now, I think this is where everything went downhill. Killer updates, the Hillbilly, they've nerfed him. So basically, they've made it so the overheat mechanic is more forgiving. When charging up your chainsaw but not sprinting, it gives you a higher time to actually make decisions. But as soon as you start sprinting, the gauge meter fills up a lot quickly, to the point where it will at some point reach the overheat status effect. The clown, the redhead pinky finger, is now reduced maximum bottles by 3. So I think this time you can only carry 1 bottle with the redhead pinky add-on, which I think that's really good. Now, this is what also sparked an uproar. Bright light interactions removal. The Wraith, we have removed the ability to burn the Wraith out of his cloak. This would also stun him in the process. I think this is kind of a shit idea, because Wraith already has that zooming speed to the point where he can catch up with you even if you've gained a lot of distance. It seems like a very dumb change. What I would have done, he didn't need a change at all, but if they were to have changed him, make it so that it doesn't take so long to recover from a stun when he is removed from his cloak with a flashlight. Similar to the Wraith, the Nurse could also be blind while blinking. It didn't come up very often, so it didn't need to be a thing. Survivors could shine a flashlight at crows to scare them away. This also didn't come into play very often, so I don't understand why they did it. Now, one of my favourite things is the Hag, in how they made it so that flashlights no longer get rid of her traps. This is brilliant, because I feel like when I played Hag and I went against people who brought flashlights, it rendered Hag almost powerless, to the point where you could only use her for basic attacks, all because survivors knew where every trap was. And it's just unfair. Like, it was one of those things where Hag isn't played a lot these days because her power is so easy to deactivate. And I feel like after this update, there are gonna be a lot more Hags to go against, which is good. And there's also a new mechanic to deactivate the trap by crouching on it, and there should be like a little option to get rid of it. I'm very happy with this one, and I can't wait to see it in live gameplay. Anyway, I'm going to be ending it there. Let me know what you think. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I just wanted to get this out there because I haven't done one in a while. And yeah, I've just been feeling unwell, so please give me a thumbs up. And I will be back soon with better content and better streams. If you haven't already, please go follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description. And if you are new and haven't subscribed and you enjoy my content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.